Thanks for watching Wednesday Debate Live with Taghreed Hussein here on Nile TV International. Tonight we'll be talking about how we are going to be back together. I'm talking about the World Youth Forum, this beautiful edition that we are always awaiting for, and that takes place in a couple of days in Sharm el-Sheikh city, which is charming Sharm, as we all know, under the auspices of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, bringing together the young people from around the world to Egypt in order to enjoy charming Sharm, and also to discuss further many important topics and brainstorming topics. Since it was first held back in 2017, the World Youth Forum has been always a platform of expressing views and ideas and sharing experiences across many tracks like peace, development, creativity. And we remember the slogan that has always been launched according to the forum, which is create and go ahead. Long gone are the days of the old top-down style management, where the most important attribute of the youth was the ability to just follow orders. Today, it's totally different. Several times, the president announces that the new republic requires creativity, requires decision-making, and also innovation on the side of the youth. That's why came this sense of inclusion for the youth, inclusion in their ideas, listening to them. It has also been very important, and as we see, the president listens to the youth and their ideas. His Excellency also in different sessions while attending keeps on taking notes while the youth are talking in order to implement their ideas further, and this in itself is very significant. The special thing about the World Youth Forum is the fact that it is offering an interactive platform, bringing together the young people from all over the world, allowing them to formulate recommendations. They are the ones who initiate, they are the ones who put the initiatives on a wide range of topics in the presence of world leaders and prominent personnel. Africa is topping also the participation in this year's edition of the World Youth Forum. Egypt has always been, of course, supporter of Africa as a whole and the African youth in particular, and this has been also quite vivid in the different other editions. So tonight we'll be anticipating and talking more about the fourth edition of the World Youth Forum, and on that very interesting topic, I'm really honored to have with us in the studio live tonight Dr. Ahmed Abdel Tawab, professor at Menofia University. Dr. Abdel Tawab has always been reading with us important headlines and analyzing through his eyes, and also through his writings about many events in Egypt. Thank you so much, Professor, for coming.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Taghreed, for having me. It's always a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you. And before delving into tonight's topic, we'll be talking about a very important story that happened earlier in the day, and the meeting that was held between President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and the head of the Transitional Military Council of Chad, Mohammed Idriss Déby, and knowing more about the role of Egypt, how Egypt is supporting the African continent and the African countries, of course, in general. The following report highlights Déby's visit, and we will be back for further discussion, analyzing the visit, and also delving more into this important edition of the World Youth Forum.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi held a meeting with the head of the Transitional Military Council of Chad, Mohammed Idriss Déby, at the Ittihadiyya Presidential Palace in Cairo on Wednesday. An official reception ceremony was held for Déby upon his arrival at the palace. The two sides discussed ways to enhance cooperation between Egypt and Chad, as well as follow up on the latest developments concerning regional issues of common interest. During his meeting with the president of the Transitional Military Council, President el-Sisi affirms Egypt's keenness to provide support to Chad during the current transitional phase. The president affirmed Egypt's interest in continuing cooperation with the brothers in Chad in order to develop and redefine Chadian cadres in various fields, as well as maximizing security, intelligence, and military cooperation to combat challenges of terrorism and extremist ideologies. On his part, Mohammed Idriss Déby praised the close relations between the two brotherly countries, pointing to his country's keenness to activate and develop bilateral cooperation with Egypt and expressing his deep appreciation for the support provided by Egypt to Chad during the current stage it is going through to help it achieve its aspirations for development, emphasizing the existence of broad prospects for development relations and frameworks of joint cooperation between the two brotherly countries at various levels. It's worth mentioning that Egypt and Chad have long established ties due to the many commodities that share, as well as their memberships in several regional and international organizations such as the African Union and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation.